Hi, I am making my first TikTok video. I wanted to share some ideas. A little bit about me. First, my name is Rachel. I am a mother to 8 children. I homeschooled for about 17 years. This year they're going to school. I have kids that are married and kids that are in college and kids that are in kindergarten. I also have a PhD in history and bachelor's and master's degree in education. I homeschooled my 8 children for 17 years. I'm a military wife. My husband retired this summer. We've moved around. I've written, I've learned, and I just have so much to share. Currently, I'm also a certified dyslexia interventionist. I help kids that have been on the periphery of the school system and turn them into intellectual warriors is my goal. And I have so many thoughts, and I don't know how everybody else has felt, but this death of Charlie Kirk has really stirred in me a new passion to share and to be bold. I'm a Christian. I'm a woman of God. Jesus changed my life. I am not living the life that was destined for me. If it weren't for me accepting Jesus when I was 21, then I would probably be dead. I can share in another video my testimony, which I've heard should be in a movie, so you might be interested. A couple of things. So just going to use this platform to talk and to share all the ideas I've had with so many different things. There is so much that needs to be addressed in our country. I love the United States. I don't know what God is going to do with me or with the direction of the country, but I know that He will use the remnant to speak truth, and so I'm using this platform to do that. The first thing I kind of want to talk about is there's a lot of conspiracies going on with Charlie Kirk's death, and maybe there is a conspiracy, maybe there is some underhanded problems, and maybe not. We don't know. But what I do know is that it is a distraction from what Jesus is trying to teach us during this time. God says in His Word in Isaiah 8:12-13 that we should not say it's a conspiracy concerning all that everyone calls a conspiracy. We should not be afraid of them. And it says, sanctify the Lord of hosts Himself and let Him be your fear. Let Him be your dread. And this verse helped me a lot during COVID when there were so many conspiracies, and it was very easy to lose your peace when you're locked in your home and you're all you can do is really scroll and think and think about conspiracies. But this verse really comforted me during that time because yes, there were so many conspiracies, but what God is saying is that yet there's always been conspiracies. There always will be conspiracies, but we don't need to focus our mind on that we don't need to fear conspiracies, that we need to fear God and keep our orientation that way. So I wanted to share that. I also wanted to share with the division in our country. God is a God of reconciliation. He wants to bring us together, and we need to recognize who our true enemy is. It's not our brothers and sisters. It's not the family, our brothers and sisters that, our neighbors, our community, our fellow countrymen. Those are not our enemies. The enemy is Satan, and we need to know that. It's quite a shame to be at battle and not realize that you're at war. You get clobbered. And just the same in Ephesians 6, says that we need to put on the full armor of God, that we need to the weapons that we use are not carnal, but they are spiritual, and it's to fight not against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities of darkness and spiritual wickedness in high places. And this is not people. This is possibly systems of this world. However, the true enemy is Satan. And when the people of God are distracted by conspiracies or distracted by looking at flesh and blaming people, then we are not united, and we are not united in prayer, and we are not coming together to fulfill what God wants us to fulfill on earth. So I wanted to share those 2 verses. I have more thoughts about a lot of other things. I'll make those in a separate video. Thank you for listening. Bye.